Amazing story. He joins us tonight from Nigeria, Dr. Abali Chuku.
Dr. Abali Chuku has transformed healthcare at the Federal Medical Center in Umraya, Nigeria. But changing a culture and improving facilities that once looked like this to ones which now look like this, with rooms which sparkle with cleanliness, hasn't been easy. In fact, his focus on those in need and cleaning up a graft-ridden system at FMC nearly cost him his life. Born in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Abali's formal education didn't begin until the age of 9. Abali and his younger sister Ugo relocated to the United Kingdom after the Biafra Civil War, which claimed 2 million casualties. Their father, Ihan Aicho, was in the UK studying to be an accountant before the 3-year war broke out. Young Abali was exposed to compassion at an early age. The Jervis family of Norwich, Norfolk stepped up to assist the youngster in understanding the English language and culture. As Abali has subsequently proven throughout his career, the concepts of caring and sharing need no textbooks. Abali's parents, his mother is named Rose, raised 6 children: Aleki, Kalechi, Nike Chinyare, Maijo, and Udokwe. Helped by the Jervis family, our awardee attended primary and secondary schools in London before returning home to complete his medical degree in 1986 at the University of Nigeria's Unosoka Nuku campus. Upon completion of his professional academic program, Abali completed a fellowship at West African College of Surgeons and postgraduate work at the Medical College of Nigeria. Amelia's husband, they met at a hospital in Lagos where she was a nurse, continued his career path with stops as a medical officer in Niger State and Lagos, before beginning an extensive residency stint in the Department of Ophthalmology at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital in Enugu, eventually culminating in being named chief resident in that department. When his residency was finished, Abali was chosen to lead the Department of Ophthalmology at the Federal Medical Center in Umraya, and later as chairman of the Medical Advisory Committee at the 327-bed facility, which was created in 1991 from the former Queen Elizabeth Hospital, which was originally constructed in 1946. Abali soon discovered that FMC was a hospital in name only, despite having 1,500 staff members. It was nothing more than a clinic of last resort, one which looked nothing like it does today. Poor morale was rampant, perhaps because there were only 5 consultants and interns to augment services. There was no internet, electricity was erratic, and equipment that was available was antiquated and in disrepair. The father of 3 children, Ihanaicho, Chinarisam, and Ugumdinachi, Abali was given the chance to change FMC and its culture in 2011 when he was named medical director by the president of Nigeria. Perhaps not surprisingly, the chairman of the board of management questioned his appointment, even suggesting that the letter from the president was faked. The chairman could not understand why, before Abali was promoted to medical director, that he had been named chairman of the anti-corruption unit. It meant that Abali was not good material, that he was too good for the system. Abali immediately set out to end the graft that permeated the hospital, attempting to fire the culprits, many of which were department heads. Later that year, the president dissolved the board of management, giving Abali control to surgically remove the cancer of corruption. The changes, as you can imagine, were not well received. Soon after the board was dissolved, an attempt was made on Abali's life after he had spent just 5 months on the job. The man who wanted to place needy patients first was gunned down on American Halloween in his compound, located in the premises of the hospital, by those who wanted to continue the culture of graft. Attempting to bring some documents from his car, Abali was shot below the abdomen and on his left arm with a double-barrel gun by a man in a long coat who rushed into nearby bushes. Abali was quickly rushed into the intensive care unit of the hospital, of which he was in charge. As his wife and children rushed to his side where he lay in a pool of blood, Abali asked himself, "Oh God, is this the end?" After being stabilized, Abali went to a hospital in London where he spent several months undergoing surgeries and recuperating. After one complicated surgery, Abali was sure that he had died, awakening to bandages which convinced him that he was nowhere close to heaven, but still on his hospital bed. Surely, Abali thought, God would not allow bandages in heaven. Realizing that he was alive, Abali made a promise to God that in exchange for his life, he would do his best to ensure that the poor people who used the Federal Medical Center that he was charged to lead would be given the kind of health care he enjoyed in England. Consider it a promise that's been fulfilled. There's a new ward with a courtyard. A place that oftentimes lacked electricity now has rooms with television. There's a new CT scan building, which includes the necessary equipment that was once only a dream. Under his direction, FMC added a dialysis center and a renovated children's ward. There's now an intensive care unit with ventilators, much better than the one that helped stabilize his gunshot wounds 4 years ago. The second phase of a consulting complex is under construction. The improved patient care has dramatically increased patient volume. Last year, a new transformer to ensure that electricity will always be delivered. He's done all of this in a period of just 4 years, a missionary on a mission. Dr. Abali Chuku is a member of the Medical Mission Hall of Fame's class of 2015.